Hello, Kauai. This is your County of Kauai briefing for Monday, December 27th. We hope you all had a safe and enjoyable holiday. The state of Hawaii set a new record case count yesterday, likely due to the Omicron variant. Statewide, Hawaii is now averaging more than 1,300 cases a day, compared with about 900 a day at our peak during the Delta surge. On Kauai, our daily case average is not quite as high as it was at the peak of the Delta variant, but it's rising very rapidly. For the latest, here is Kauai Deputy District Health Officer Lauren Guest.
Thanks, Mayor. Unfortunately, we are anticipating a continuing increase in cases due to Omicron's transmissibility, holiday gatherings, and travel. Over the past week, our case average on Kauai was 35 cases a day, up from 13 last week. Our test positivity rate is now 6.1%, up from 2.9% last week. Today, the Kauai District Health Office is reporting 42 new cases, 13 visitors, and 29 residents. 5 are children and 37 are adults. 23 of the cases are related to travel, 14 mainland and 9 inter-island. The remaining 19 cases are considered community-acquired. 11 of the community-acquired infections are close contacts of a previously announced case or are tied to an active cluster. The remaining 8 cases have no known source of infection, including 4 whom investigators have been unable to reach after repeated attempts or who have refused to provide information. We currently have 5 active clusters on island, 2 from social gatherings, 1 related to travel, lodging, or tourism, 1 related to a construction industrial setting, and 1 other occupational setting. Individuals who are present at these cluster events have been contacted and advised to isolate and get tested. There are now 248 active cases on Kauai, including 4 who are hospitalized. Since the beginning of the pandemic, Kauai has confirmed 3,678 total cases. There have been 16 fatalities. A note to employers. Effective today, the Kauai District Health Office will no longer be issuing formal quarantine isolation release letters. Cases and contacts will still receive emails with instructions on their isolation or quarantine, as well as their effective release date. They can share these email instructions with their employers as needed. We are focusing our limited resources on case investigation, contact tracing, and monitoring. Mahalo for your understanding. The most effective way to prevent severe illness, hospitalization, and death from the COVID variants is getting vaccinated and getting a booster. Most vaccination clinics are open this week, but many are closed Friday and Saturday for New Year's. Boosters are recommended for ages 16 and older who got their initial series of Pfizer or Moderna vaccine at least 6 months ago. Adults who got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine at least 2 months ago should get a booster of Pfizer or Moderna now. For a full list of locations, visit kauai.gov/vaccine. Please help us slow the spread of Omicron by limiting gatherings, wearing your mask while indoors, staying home if you're sick at all, and getting tested. Mahalo, Kauai. Happy New Year.
Thanks, Lauren. If you test positive for COVID, please don't wait to hear from the Department of Health. As soon as you get your positive test results, isolate yourself at home and notify your close contacts. With the high case counts, case investigators may not be able to call you as promptly as usual. Now let's ask Dr. B about the Omicron surge. Kauai District Health Officer Dr. Janet Behrman, we are seeing that Omicron is highly transmissible, but is it true that it does not make people as sick as the Delta variant does?
Thanks, Mayor. Omicron is certainly the biggest contributing factor to the rise in cases. Because Omicron is so much more transmissible than Delta, we expect it to surge much higher than Delta did and more quickly. The good news is it continues to look like Omicron does not cause as much severe disease as Delta did. A smaller percentage of those who are sick are ending up in the hospital. But because so many more people are sick, hospitals on the mainland are still being overwhelmed, and the same could happen here in Hawaii.
We're keeping a close eye on the hospital capacity here on Kauai. How effective are existing treatments on the new variant?
There are a couple of things that are concerning. The monoclonal antibody treatments that have been so effective for the Delta variant do not seem to work as well for Omicron. Although there's one monoclonal antibody product that is effective, it is in extremely short supply nationwide. So unfortunately, there is limited effective treatment available for those with Omicron who develop severe disease. Omicron nationally is also causing more severe disease and hospitalizations in young children, especially those who have not been vaccinated or are too young to be vaccinated.
How effective are the vaccines on Omicron?
Unvaccinated people are much more likely to have severe disease and be hospitalized with Omicron, so vaccines remain an important layer of protection. Booster doses are particularly important to maximize protection against Omicron. Even if you've had your initial vaccines, it's important to get your booster as soon as possible, if you haven't already. Because of the rise in hospitalized unvaccinated children, it's especially important for children and their household members to be vaccinated.
Thanks, Dr. B. If your keiki is not yet vaccinated, clinics are open this week. Pediatric vaccines for ages 5 to 11 are available daily at Walmart, Long's Kukui Grove, and Kaiser Permanente. Wilcox is holding a pediatric clinic this Tuesday afternoon, December 28th. Appointments are required at wilcoxhealth.org/vaccine. KVMH and Waimea will hold a pediatric clinic Wednesday, December 29th from 2 to 5 p.m. Walk-ins are accepted at KVMH. Vaccines for ages 12 and older are widely available. For a full list of locations, visit kauai.gov/vaccine. Dr. B, with New Year's coming up, what should we expect to see in terms of our case counts?
Unfortunately, we're likely to see continued very rapid increase in cases. Although Omicron's transmissibility is a big factor, holiday gatherings and travel certainly contribute as well. As always, we can each take steps to minimize our risk and to protect the health of our community. Wear masks during indoor gatherings, gather in smaller groups, gather outside, and isolate yourself at home if you're sick, and get tested. Have a happy and safe New Year, everyone.
Thanks, Dr. B. Our free testing center and mobile testing van are open this week but will be closed on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. If you want to get a test before the holiday, please do it by Thursday. The War Memorial Convention Hall Testing Clinic is open now through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. It's free, results are provided same day, and no appointments are needed. The clinic will reopen Monday, January 3rd. The free mobile testing clinic, normally held in Kalaheo on Fridays, will be closed on New Year's Eve, and the clinic, normally held in Hanalei on Saturdays, will be closed on New Year's Day. The mobile testing clinic will be open for free same-day testing this Wednesday at the Kekaha Neighborhood Center, Thursday at the Kilauea Neighborhood Center, and Sunday at the Brian J. Baptiste Sports Complex in Kapa'a. It is open for walk-in testing from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. each day. Lehue Pharmacy's free testing will be closed on New Year's Day and reopen on Sunday, January 2nd. Appointments are required at Lehue Pharmacy by visiting alohaclear.com. For a full list of testing locations, visit kauai.gov/COVID test. If you do test positive, isolate yourself immediately and notify people who were near you during the past 14 days. When the Department of Health contact tracers call you, please get back to them right away so we can slow the spread of disease. Mahalo. Happy New Year's, everyone. County offices will be closed on Friday, December 31st, and will reopen Monday, January 3rd, 2022. Neighborhood centers, swimming pools, refuse transfer stations, the landfill, and recycling centers will also be closed on New Year's Day. The schedule for residential refuse pickup will remain unchanged. The Kauai bus will continue operating on its regular schedule. Please have a safe holiday by getting vaccinated and getting your booster, wearing your mask when indoors, getting tested, and staying home when sick. If you travel, please get a free test 3 to 5 days after you return. Happy New Year's. Please be safe. Don't drink and drive, and we'll see you next year.